Universe Philippines 2025 press presentation was a little bit lackluster for me compared to its previous editions. So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jessel Cappuccino, Sashes&Scripts, and we are going to be talking about the Miss Universe Philippines press presentation that happened yesterday at the Shangri-La Hotel in Makati. Usually, the Miss Universe Philippines press presentation happens at the Manila Hotel. And for some reason, they have moved it in Shangri-La, Makati this year. So, noticeably, mas simple yung stage compared dun sa mga lavish stage ng MUPH press presentation that happened at the Manila Hotel. Maybe it's because of the alleged increase in the franchise fees na pabalitaan din naman kasi natin in previous mga weeks that the Miss Universe organization has increased yung mga franchise fees to for some as little as around 5 to 10%, while others is as much as 40% na increase. So yung height increase medyo siguro naka-apekto doon sa medyo pared down na event styling for the Miss Universe Philippines press presentation. However, for me, I think it works. Less abubot on stage, less lavish decorations on stage makes us focus on the girls instead of the stage design. However, kung hindi naman ganun kaganda yung styling ng girls, mas lalo din siyang napapansin on a simpler stage. And we will be talking about that later. Okay? So, there were 69 candidates that were introduced to the press and media during the press presentation of the candidates. And a lot of them, or maybe they were instructed to wear pantsuit or business attire for the press presentation, which was for me was a far cry from the ternos, the a little bit more formal na mga outfits, Filipiniana outfits in the previous year. I remember when it was the time of Eliza Malinao and her batch, she really wore this really gorgeous na Schiaparelli pink na terno mini dress, and it really was something to look up to. It was something really that was very impressive because it elevated the Filipino or rather the Filipiniana na mga kasuotan natin. Now, candidates who had great fashion taste, who had really very well-tailored na mga garments stood out. And I think it's the good fit that really makes the difference when it comes to garments like this, especially the day outfits, because the more tailor-fit the garment it is to you, the better that you will look in front of the cameras or in photographs. So, meron din akong napansin that a lot of the girls had some loose and ill-fitting na mga outfits, so medyo naka-take away from the attention. So ang mas napapansin mo is yung bad fit or yung bad color and the mismatch nung makeup nila with their outfits. The reason I'm saying this, it's because if you look at the makeup of the girls, it feels like the makeup was for an evening event. However, their outfits were for a daytime event. So medyo may konting clash. It doesn't go well. The aesthetics na pang evening yung makeup pero pang day wear yung outfit na nilang lahat. So maybe realign some stuff there. I'm hoping that in the next na mga couple of public appearances nila maayos nila ito. I think because this is their first event for the Miss Universe edition, Miss Universe Philippines edition this year, meron pang mga areas to improve on. However, I'm a little bit, how to say this? I'm a little bit expecting more because this is the first outing of the candidates and gusto mong magpakitang gilas. And if gusto mong magpakitang gilas, I think it's much better if you do it in such a way that all the girls are at their best looks and it would have been a more effective na styling for them if they stuck to the Filipiniana na mga looks for their press presentation. Okay, so overall, I think the entire event was a little bit more pared down, but again, as I say, there is simplicity in beauty. There's beauty in simplicity. So maybe that's what they're gunning for. Not lavish, but something that is a little bit more pared down, simpler, and less ostentatious. Okay? So when it comes to the candidates, there were a lot of fresh faces for me that I think we should all be watching out for. I have 3 new faces on the list that really stood out, at least for me, and they are Valerie Claire West of Ifugao, who ironically is representing the Filipino community or the Filipino society of New York. Medyo nakakalito siya. I am not a fan of it. It is much better siguro that we just stick to if she's representing Ifugao and she is, from the Filipino community of New York, just put Miss Universe Philippines Ifugao. And then in interviews, that's when you introduce her as, she comes from the Filipino society of New York, and she is representing Ifugao because her, I don't know, maybe her mother is a native in one of the municipalities or cities in Ifugao. So it just so that it does not become confusing at hindi nakakalito kung saan ba talaga siya galing. Okay? Juliana Fresado is one of the youngest girls in the competition this year. Is from Iligan City. I was able to post about her yesterday as well on my socials, and I think she is one of those girls that is showing promise. I am hoping that in the next several days I will be able to see more of her bio. I'm not sure what her height is, but I am now sure that she's 19 years old. She's actually one of the four or five girls who are in the younger side of their batch. I think there are 18 years old this year and a couple of 19-year-old this year. So Juliana is one of those. So then, of course, another girl that really captured our attention is Jarina Sando from Isabela. I think the resemblance with Atisa Manalo is working for her. I actually thought that she was Atisahing more than Atisa herself. So I don't know how you're gonna interpret that, but I feel that mas may energy yung presentation, yung vibes around Jarina, and I am expecting a lot from her in this competition. Okay? Unfortunately, for me at least, I felt that a lot of the Binibining Pilipinas girls were overshadowed by other girls, with exceptions to maybe Winwin and Diana. But we'll talk about them a little bit later on, okay? So, Atisa Manalo came in black. She looks fine, but wasn't really outstanding. Same thing with Chelsea Fernandez, who had great face, but I think the makeup and the outfit did not complement each other. So, that's something that needs to be addressed because, as you all know, styling is everything. You can always make look good a outfit if you have the proper makeup, the proper colors that complements the entire look altogether. Okay, I really didn't notice Chanel Olive Thomas during the presentation of the candidates, so that's one of the things that I hope that they are able to address in future outings. I can mention though that nakapansin-pansin yung pagka-mistisa, yung gandang mistisa ni Chala Falconer representing Cebu, and I think we'll definitely gonna see her make headways in the competition later on. Now, the five girls that for me stood out were girls that is a mixture of the morenas but and the mestizas. Okay, so first, number 5, I had Winwin Marquez, who I believe age becomes her. She looks more gorgeous in my opinion with her being in her 30s. Ano lang, konting hinay-hinay lang dun sa mga gimmicky na mga colors, especially with the greens. Because I think with Winwin, with her complexion, deep warm tones complements her better over, the jewel tones that are brightly saturated. Okay, so I think Winwin has to wear more aged looking colors. When I say aged colors, these are your typical na mga stealth wealth na mga colors that are the burgundies, the deep wines, the cocos, and the chocolate browns, because I think that complements her skin much better. Because of her age, at her 30s, I think she should be packaging herself more as a woman of distinction, a woman of how to say this, a woman of accomplishment, and in order to communicate that, I think you have to really be careful with the color palette that you wear of your outfits. Okay, at number 4, I have Gwendolyn Melise Soriano of Baguio City. Again, fresh face. She's fresh, she's young, and she's very promising. I like the color turquoise that she wore. If I'm not mistaken, it's turquoise bordering to mint. I like the energy surrounding her. I just thought that maybe kung mas pared down lang yung makeup, she would have been higher in my list. Now, at number 3 is Yana Aduana. I know a lot of people would be placing her on top of their lists. But for me, she's at number 3. I love the way that the overall package, the way that she styled the outfit, really complemented her. I think yung white na marachua that she wore is giving me Schiaparelli vibes with the really, really corseted bodies. But again, Yana has always had that vavavoom body. I am just hoping that in the next na mga public appearances nila, she maintains yung aura that she's having, because I think she looked glowing doon sa press presentation. I do hope sana na may HD na mga cameras that would show yung entire press presentation ng mas malinaw yung camera, because nakinood lang ako kay Pageant Nobles. Shout out kay Jel for her coverage ng press presentation ng Miss Universe Philippines. I do hope, however, that since hindi naglabas ang MUPH ng ng kanilang sariling recorded na live stream, we are able to to look at the girls much better sana if may HD na live streams sila ilabas. Pero we make do with what's available. At number 2, I am sure people magugulat kung sino ang nasa listahan ko from this press presentation, dahil at number 2 is Michael Ibarde representing Benguet. Now, I think she was perfectly styled from head to toe. The makeup wasn't too harsh. I think na pwede pang palambutin yung styling, yung makeup niya for future na mga public appearances. But I think the hair was on point. The color ng outfit niya was on point. She wore a white pantsuit, and I think even yung lashes to the shade of lipstick that she wore really complemented her skin. I really love the fact that lumulutang yung pagka-Japanese Filipina niya with her outfit and with her makeup. So I think she was impeccably styled, and I hope na ma-maintain niya yung ganung klaseng well put together na look every time na meron siyang or meron silang public appearances with the rest of the candidates. Now, at number 1, hindi kayo magtataka, is Katrina Llegado, who walked the stage as if she already won. I think sa lahat ng mga girls na nandun, si Katrina yung pinakakaagaw-agaw pansin because of her really gorgeous morena complexion. She really had that glow, that winning glow that surrounded her. And I think kung maikahon niya ito and madala niya until the finals, yung ganitong klaseng glow and ganitong klaseng stage presence, she's gonna end up with the title. So overall, I think that the press presentation this year showed a lot of promising candidates. I'm not just sure with the directive na magmukhang they wear yung or business attire yung mga outfits nila. I do hope na sana in the future mas maayos nila yung styling overall ng mga girls, and give them really something to talk about, dahil this is the first time that they are presented to the public, so dapat magpakitang gilas not just the org but the girls themselves. So that's it. What do you think, guys? Sino sa tingin nyo yung pinaka-standout dito sa Miss Universe Philippines press presentation? Comment down below and see you in our next YouTube episode.